welcome to Greggles TV. This video is going to be all about if you should or should not upgrade to the new Galaxy S20 series of phones. I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to make it simple for you just in case you're thinking about upgrading or not. So let's get into the reasons why you should not upgrade. First of all, if you're coming from a Note phone and you're absolutely in love with the S Pen and you cannot live without it, or you don't want to live without it, don't upgrade, because the new S20 phones don't have an S Pen. They never have. They most likely never will either at this point. So if you need, want, love the S Pen, do not upgrade. It's a very simple reason not to. Now, if you have an older Note phone like Note 5 or Note 8 or 9 and you want, a better Note because of performance and cameras and whatever else, then yeah, get the Note 10 Plus. That's the one I would recommend. Or wait until the end of the year and get the Note 20. Another reason to not upgrade to the S20 line of phones, just perfectly happy with your phone. The performance is really good on the phone you have. The cameras, you're still happy with them, have it be the video and the photo or whatever, either or. If the battery life, which is a big thing, is still solid for you, if you can say yes to all three of those things, don't upgrade. You probably don't need to upgrade. The Galaxy phone you have probably has enough storage. It definitely has an SD card slot, most likely, especially if it's within the last couple of years, so that you can add expanded storage to that. Another reason you might not want to upgrade is the cost. The cost on these is rumored to be very, very expensive, from basically about $900 all the way up to about $1,600. And if you factor in the trade value of your phone, which potentially will probably only be about maybe $600, $650, you still have to come up with a pretty sizable chunk of change to buy this phone. So having to spend a lot of money to get, a slightly better phone is probably really not worth it. So yeah, at that point, if everything's good, I'd say don't upgrade. Now, where you should upgrade is if, this is an easy one, if you always want the latest and the greatest, then yes, without a doubt, upgrade it, because the new one will be maybe slightly better, maybe obviously better. So it's a reason, if you always want to be on the cutting and bleeding edge, then yes, upgrade. The opposite side of the things that I kind of just mentioned previously, where, if you were happy with the performance and the battery life and the cameras, if you're not happy with one of those things or two of those things or all of those things, might be a reason to upgrade, especially with battery. As phones get older, the battery gets worse and worse, so you might want better battery life. If you want better cameras, maybe you're not impressed with the video or the photos that your phone is taking, that's a great reason to upgrade, because that's a major selling point for the new Galaxy S20 phones. You're looking at a phone like the Galaxy S20 Ultra that has 108 megapixel camera, 100x zoom, 8K 30 frame per second video. There's 4K 60 video on the front and the back as well. It's going to be a massive, massive phone with huge camera improvements. Now, to kind of go against that here, how often are you really going to use the 100x zoom or whatever zoom they have? I almost never zoom in with my photos. So for me, not a huge deal to be able to do that. It's cool that I can if I want to take a long distance shot, but how often am I going to do it? Probably not that often, and most people probably don't use it as well. Now, performance on this phone should be outstanding. Have you be getting the Exynos 990 because you have an international variant of the phone, or you're getting one of the variants that has the Snapdragon 865. Performance should be crazy, crazy good. And it's been like that the last couple of years, where it's been crazy, crazy good, and you've really had no lag at all. Another underestimated reason to upgrade is especially if you're coming from one of the S10 line or the S9, S8 or Note, 9 or 8 or something, you might not have their new fastest charging, which is 25 watt all the way up to 45 watt fast charging. The 25 watt is crazy fast. I'll leave that thing on for like 30, 40 minutes and I'm basically almost fully charged with the phone, or enough to get me basically through the entire day all over again. And it's amazing to have that ultra fast charging in the phone. The other major reason that you probably should or might want to upgrade is the display. So first of all, the sizes for it are 6.2, 6.7, and 6.9. They're all going to have a 2K plus resolution on there, and all of them are going to be able to run at 120 hertz. Now the rumor is that they're only going to be able to run at 120 hertz at 1080p plus resolution, but still, that's very, very smooth animations when you're running on that phone. Have it be playing a game or just scrolling through your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed or a website. It's gonna feel ultra smooth and ultra fast. And just like I mentioned, if you're going to that Ultra phone, which is a 6.9, or even the Plus, which is a 6.7 inch display, those are some of the biggest displays Samsung has put out ever on their flagship phones, especially on the 6.9 inch. That is literally the largest display they've ever put on their flagship phone. So that is definitely, without a doubt, a reason to get the phone, because the phone's still going to feel really good in your hand, but have this huge display to watch movies, to play games, look at websites, your social media. It's going to be fully amazing. So there you guys go. Hopefully this made your decision of upgrading or not upgrading a little bit easier for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you down the road. Peace!